Welcome to my web series. I'm Daskys, and this is where I dive into new and old games to answer the burning question, is it worth it? Today, the game on the cutting block is Evil Dead, the game. Okay, so there's no real way of talking about this game without talking about the movies and the cult classic that follows it. It all starts with the main character, Ashley Williams, and a few pals going up to this cabin in the woods, and essentially they read from a Necronomicon, a book of evil and demons or whatever and all that stuff, summoning forth some Kadarian demon that's going to start causing some wacky stuff happening around them. This is where the classic starts, right? It starts off with this horror-esque film, and I don't think they were trying to be funny, but by the second and third movie, you realize that they're playing off this whole funny character. You know, Ashley Williams is like groovy. He's got like one-liners that are just awesome. It's just basically an 80s, 90s film, right? And it's awesome. It's great. I know why people love it. I went and rewatched all the films and all the movies and even the TV show, which the TV show, in my opinion, is probably the best source of all this content. The movies are a little bit weird in moments, but that could just be because it's dated and older, right? Now, this game doesn't have a campaign of sorts. It has like a side mission track where you essentially get to play off 5 different little tales or stories, some from the series or the TV show or the movies and whatnot, and some from the actual game that are original to the game. Now, I have to be upfront, this is probably the weakest part of the game, and I have not heard of anybody liking this part or enjoying it. I see that there's some nostalgia to it, but at the same time, this is not the shining little star that is Evil Dead, and it's not why you would want to play this game. This is just like added content to like get you to unlock characters and whatnot. It's basically just a pad. They're padding out time. The star of this game, the reason why you would play it is because it's an asymmetrical online multiplayer game. Now, in Layton's terms, essentially it's a 1v4 where you could either play as a survivor or as the Kadarian demon. First, I want to talk about how it is playing as a survivor. You get to play as one of 4 roles. The 4 roles in this game are leaders, hunters, warriors, and support. Each role has a specific build, and the characters have their specific passives. Essentially, you get to build and mismatch the things that you like to play according to your playstyle, which is balanced for the most part. I don't find that there's anything that's more broken than another. Obviously, there are some things that will do a role better. Warriors are better at being tanks. They sit there and they just take damage. You have hunters that could just splash out all kinds of damage out of nowhere off of headshots, and essentially they play as like a crit DPS type of thing. Support, which can be built in multiple different ways, essentially by using items around your teammates or using certain abilities that characters will have. You'll either lower fear or raise health or provide armor. The leaders are a bit of a mixed bag, essentially almost like a secondary support, but they work off like an aura field, like there's a big circle that follows them around, and they could give you various buffs, either damage with melee, guns, or even just protecting your fear levels without you just popping and then becoming open and susceptible to being possessed by a demon. The gameplay as a survivor consists of 3 different phases. The first phase consists of a bit of a hide and seek element where you have to go find 3 pieces of a map. The second phase consists of a defend a hill type of situation where you have to defend yourself from the Kadarian demon in a circle, and the longer you stay in the circle, the more and more progress you receive from it, and at the end of it you receive the Kadarian dagger and also the lost pages, essentially tuking the hill objectives. The final phase I like to call Ghostbusters time. You pull out a Kadarian dagger and shoot at the dark ones. I don't know if you've seen the show, but essentially there's these 4 dudes you laser down, and then once they're dead, you have to defend a book, and if you could defend the book, game over for the demon. You've saved humanity. Congratulations. Let's talk about the perspective of playing as the Kadarian demon. Essentially, you get to play as one of 3 characters. These 3 characters consist of a warlord, puppeteer, and necromancer, each one with their own strengths and weaknesses. Now, I could go into detail of each one of them, but if I do that, this video is going to become a 20-minute video, and I prefer to just keep it as a review. For now, I'm just going to go into like a brief little overview. Warlord, good at everything. Puppeteer, good at ranged. Necromancer, good at melee. There we go. Congratulations. You are now, I dub thee the master of Evil Dead, Kadarian demon, warlord, monster, puppeteer, and necromancer. Go fend for like you do your thing. Gameplay as the demon is not like the humans. You don't have 3 phases, you have 2. The first phase is hide and seek, where you have no idea where they are and you're just setting up little traps here and there trying to gain levels. When you do find them, that's where the second phase starts, where it's annoy. Annoy them. Oh my god, annoy them. You need to set up traps. You need to scare them. You need to move their car so they can't get away. You need to do everything you can to just prolong this match, because the longer the match goes, the stronger you get. As the Kadarian Demon, there's 2 ways to win. One of the ways to win is by eliminating and killing the survivors, essentially making them no breatho, no more. Done. Fini. Salut le visit. Dead. The second way to win is by destroying the Kadarian book. Essentially, if you're able to do that, which I have not seen not once since I've started playing, you get an award. You get the best demon award, and you go down in history as the greatest demon player in Evil Dead there has ever been. No, but like, for real though, I haven't seen not one person destroy the book since I started playing, and I put like 50 hours into this game, so yeah. Doesn't look like something that happens very often. Now, to go over my opinion on this game and essentially give you an idea of what I think of it, I need to let you know where I stand with asymmetrical multiplayer games. I never played Evolve. I played a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I could see the appeal of it and how similar it is to this game. I just don't like the fact that you're not able to defend yourself. You don't find weapons. You can't fight the monster except for like trying to escape and trying to do the objectives around the map and whatnot. You could use like and trigger certain animations or like block them out with a log or something under those lines. And I guess there's outplay mechanics in that sense. I don't find it fun to play screen, and like it doesn't hit the same. Being able to shoot and being able to defend myself, and if I hit like 15 headshots and the guy's just looking at me mow down everything, it's a good feeling. As well as playing as the demon and taking over somebody and like possessing them and shooting all their teammates and downing everybody is another great feeling. The games are different. I know some people love Dead by Daylight. I'm just not a big fan. Now, if you are a big fan of Dead by Daylight, you're probably going to like this game, considering that they're so alike. Another great thing about this game is that it is cross-platform. You can have one friend on PlayStation, another on Xbox, and you could be playing on PC, and it is completely seamless and works perfectly. I think that's just awesome. The fact that they're able to give us the accessibility to play with anyone and anywhere on anything is just fantastic. The only downside to this is that there's no in-comms voice chat for the lobby, so you can't communicate or tell them, hey, I have one more person that wants to join us. You're just stuck joining into a game and explaining it in the lobby before you can like actually coordinate, which is unfortunate. There's no like messaging system or whatnot, unless you're on the same platform. Now, to answer the question, is Evil Dead the game worth it? I have to say yes, 100%. This game is fantastic. I think everybody should play it. I think what they've done and what they will do is just, you know, fantastic. And if they keep putting out content for this game, it's not going to die anytime soon. So I have to say yes, pick it up, play it. It is fantastic. Now, you have to know I am a bit of a fanboy of the series, so, you know, take that as you will. Now, I want to be clear, I actually started watching the show and watching all the movies after I bought the game because of how good the game was. So I became a fan after, which means that it speaks fathoms to how good the game is. But yeah, this is the end of the video. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you do watching my videos. If you stayed up until this point, thank you so much. I hope you guys have yourself a fantastic evening and all the best. Hit the sub button, hit the like button. Peace. You beautiful bastards.